This is Uthred Ronaldson, and this is vlog number 13, Conflict of Nations World War 3, day 19, and I'm playing as Afghanistan. Yesterday I've shown you I've shown you what's the update and current events of this world, and I've shown you also the scenarios that is playing within this game. So yesterday, Australia started kicking us out. So I believe. So what happened was yesterday, France, which is a NATO country, offered all of us, you know, offered all of us part of Southern Cross to join the NATO coalition, and I think that's where the trouble started. So France invited all of us, and we had some communications within our own coalition. So so we no longer have a coalition. It has been disbanded, but Australia is still part of the Southern Cross, so he's still there alone. I'm not sure really why he did that, but based on our conversation, he admitted that he was invited, but he asked us not to leave. So I really don't have plans of leaving the coalition because you know it has a potential that coalition can actually win. It has strong players and it is second in the map, or it is second in the game, but um, yeah, for some reason, uh, our leader, which is Australia, decided to disband, and probably he's also planning to join the NATO coalition. But the thing is, before he can join NATO, he needs to leave his own, or he needs to leave his own coalition, and that will take another 24 hours. So basically, I'm the one who's free to join NATO at this point. So okay, here's the thing, and here's something that you know I have a dilemma here because I really don't want to join NATO. I want to fight them. Uh, there will be a challenging opposition, and I don't want to miss that opportunity to have a good fight. But you have to win. That's number one. I want to win this game. But if I'm gonna join NATO, that's gonna be a very easy win. And as much as possible, I'd like to have some fun here. Okay, so there. We are now kicked out of the coalition. France is already asking, so then send an application now. So he's asking me to send an application now. Okay, I'll think about it. You know, let me think about it first while I'm browsing through this game, while I'm giving you guys an update. But let's proceed with the events. Okay, so there. So we are kicked out. Kenya left. Japan kicked. I am kicked. And of course, Myanmar as well. Let me check what happened to Myanmar. Myanmar was also kicked. Alright, so okay. It is what it is. So one agent on intelligence mission who was working for was captured in Baghdad. Okay, so it was captured in Baghdad. So this is now what the map looks like. I have the whole core of Iraq, and now I'm expanding through Syria, and I'm gonna sweep down to Lebanon, and then I'll take this cities here in Israel, and from there I'm planning to build a a naval base there that will be based in Mediterranean. But okay, if I do that, if I because my original plan was to conquer cities here and then annex some cities and make them as a forward base for my wars against NATO. So that was my initial plan. So if I pushed here, so then I will have a good base of operation here in this area here in Israel. But that will be good against NATO. So if I join NATO, then my overall strategy will change. So first is that I will probably have to still link with them. So that's number one. To link with them means I'll have to capture lots of territories and conquer territories here. But that will be good because that will secure my western flank. Now, once my western flank is secured, then I will have to. Then next is I will have to. Oh, a lot of things happening here. I will have to move my forces here east to face India and then Japan. I think I like Japan. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna have any fight with him. But that's what's gonna happen, and that's gonna be a very difficult. That's gonna be a big transition, and it's gonna take me more than I think more than 24 hours. Though I have air bases built, so I can transport them by air, but it's still gonna take me a long time, probably 24 hours to mobilize my troops and put them back here in the east or face them in the east. Um, so that's what I'll have to do if I change strategies. So let's conquer this bases here, this provinces, and let's clear them out. Then go straight to Karbala. So yeah, if you understand, so that's not really a big deal. I'll be able to have good relations with NATO, but really, I really want to be an opposition to them, because they are a strong coalition, they are a strong group, and if I join them, then who's gonna oppose us, right? There's Japan, there's Myanmar, there's Australia, and there's still Kazakhstan. So the players who can oppose us are limited. So it's not gonna be a good game. I mean, it's gonna be a boring game, and it's just gonna be uh, like humans playing with AIs, and we'll have to conquer the whole world. So I think that's something that I have to hold for now. Um, if Australia joins the NATO, then that's gonna be a big problem. I'll have lots of adjusting to do. I have few I have limited stocks of electronics, and I need them really bad for my aircrafts, for my airplanes, as well as for my ships. So I need to do some annexing and annex some countries that produces chips or electronics. And as of now, my production is 2,559 daily compared to my components production of 5,000 daily and my supplies production of 6,000. So, that's also good. Then I will be able to produce my howitzers, um, but still a lot of ground to cover here. My troop count is 76 units, and I'm currently the third country in this world of conflict of nations, just next to the United Kingdom. So I really have a good fight here. Japan is also right there. just below France. And then there's also Cameroon. Cameroon is still alive. Poland is also still alive and trying to recover his lost territories, um, and has now visibly winning against Belarus. Belarus will be gone, but Ukraine still has a big territory here. Ukraine is still a powerhouse here in the Balkans. He has Crimea. So yeah, there's still some powerhouses, strong nations. If I don't join any coalitions, then I can go to war with France first. I can build a coalition with Japan and Myanmar, and then we can take on Australia. They can take on Australia, and delay Australia for a while. But that's gonna be. Can you create a coalition? I will join. So let Japan handle that. So if Japan creates a coalition, I will join him, and then we will recruit other countries, other nations also. In the meantime, I'll stick with my strategy, but I'll have to build forces. So I won't be able to reinforce my army here in Iraq that's going to Israel. I won't be able to reinforce them because I'll have to rebuild my forces here in my base and prepare for in case an attack from my former allies. So I have to prepare for that. So there. So I now have two National Guards in those provinces, Jalalabad, Kandahar, and Herat. So, and they are still producing more National Guards. So I'm gonna mainly use National Guards to protect my cities here. So I won't have to worry because if Myanmar decides to attack, then his that's gonna be a deciding factor. If he decides to attack me, then he can take those provinces or those cities here, but rest assured that I'll be able to take them back and march all the way to his core. That's what I'm gonna do if he decides to make a move against me. Okay. Also, I believe this is an Iraq territory, so I can go to Diego Garcia and capture that. So let's check our ship production. So I'm now building a destroyer and I still have two in line, two in the queue. So I now have what? Three ships, three, four, five ships. So I now have a task force, and I can now go ahead and um, you know roam them around and try to catch some enemy vessels roaming around. So okay, so there, Southern Cross is gone, and that's sad. Um, that could have been the winning coalition, but you really cannot control everyone. You really cannot you know decide for everyone else. So what you need to do is to adjust on the situation. Now let's go back here. Let's finish this campaign. I'm gonna send them again. So I now have Mosul under control, Baghdad as well as Karbala. They are now under control. There, so 34%. This one in Karbala is at 35, so Karbala is good. Mosul is at 35%, and they also have army bases and air bases, so that's good. So Baghdad's still at 34%. I'm still gonna leave my garrison there and wait for him to to get to 35%. So Rotba, I still have forces in Rotba. Now I'm gonna deploy my forces here. So I'm gonna leave two two armies there, and this one will go straight to Gaza. It's Gaza, okay. So that one will go to Gaza. Will march straight to Gaza, and I will still have to declare war with Libya and capture the Sinai Peninsula here. Okay, so I'm already on the march going to Gaza. Gaza is a important city for me because that will be my future base, naval base in the Mediterranean. So now I'm gonna, okay. So for now, I will send my forces here. So my combat recon needs to do some healing. So I'll leave you there and send my National Guards here in Dar Ezor, and my garrison troops here in Karbala will be sent too. So I will reinforce these forces in Dar Ezor so I can send them uh, as well as the one here in Kaim. So I'm gonna position them first. I'm gonna position them first in Dar Ezor, and once they're stacked, I'm gonna send them. So basically, I'll have like two armies that's gonna go down here in Israel and capture cities. So, so I think I'm gonna leave a garrison here. I also have Muscat, by the way. This was captured by Iraq, so that gave me the opportunity to capture them. So Oman is still a free nation, but they don't have a capital city. So there, I have their capital. Okay. So my 3rd Elite Infantry Division is now on the move going to Damascus. Okay. They're now going to Damascus to capture that city and secure that. Okay. I'll check and see if we can form a coalition here with Myanmar and with Japan. Let's form a coalition. I'll message Myanmar, you know. Let's form another coalition. Let's form a new coalition. So there. There. Okay. So okay. I'll have to position myself. You know, to be honest, I have no defensible positions yet. I'm in the move. I'm on the advance. So at this point, there's a lot of things that you can consider. There's a lot of things that can happen, and it's difficult to have a fixed strategy because fixed strategies are very rigid, and it lacks flexibility. So if another circumstance arises and it's not within your strategy, then you may have difficulty adjusting. Some do create some plan A, plan B, plan C. That's also good. You have to write them down. You have to basically put them into somewhere where you can see them, because that will be very complicated creating multiple plans. um, so I guess the best thing to do here is to just be flexible and make decisions based on the current scenario. So the current scenario here is that I'm still at peace with NATO. They're trying to recruit me, but you know I want to keep that option of joining them open. But also I want to basically my movement here. All the actions that I'm doing is to position myself to have an advantage against them. I can also join their coalition and then leave, so that I can have a view of their forces. But again, I don't like to play like that. That's gonna have you know I don't want to have any sour reputation by like joining other coalitions and then betraying them. That's not a good one. And some players, they do keep their list of players who cannot be trusted, so I don't want to be on anyone's list. So so there so I want to keep that option of joining NATO open, but I want to place myself in a position to contest or to fight them. Poland is getting stronger. So if he gets too strong, then I will face three nations here, and also a possibility of facing Australia here. So that's four nations. The United States, he's still at war, but it's just a matter of time. So I might have to face five nations. If I rush through Poland and through France, and sweep them, then I'll have a big chance of winning. But going against France, I'm too far from France, and there's a lot of still, existing states that is, not yet conquered by France. So, I'll have to go through those countries. I can also go through Libya and capture these countries here, but um, that will open up my territories here in Israel, as well as here in my southern coast here in Indian Ocean. So if I'm gonna do a campaign against France here, I need to make sure that my navy is prepared to face any oppositions here, because I need to have naval support. If I will attack Africa, I need to secure naval my naval dominance, or at least to contest their naval power there. So that's basically the reason why I'm saying that I'm not yet in the position. So to win, because whenever I go to war, always want to make sure that the end result is that I'm the winner. So that's how I want to play. Let's go to research. I want to research my officer here. This is an experienced captain. Okay, I'm gonna research you. That will improve my naval capability. Okay. I still have planes, that's still being produced or mobilized. So I have what, 10, and then another 3, so that's 13, and then another 5 here in Kenya. So I have 18 um, total jets, and those 18 jets, those are deadly, and they can do a lot of damage to the enemies. So here I'm here in Kenya, and I have forces here. But to be honest, is it worth it? Should I go against the United Kingdom and face them here in Kenya? Kenya is no longer my ally. as Kenya was removed from the coalition and there's a coup that happened, and I'm still not sure if Kenya is back here, as he is not doing anything. Meanwhile, Namibia is going against the United Kingdom here at the south. So the United Kingdom has a lot of fronts here and is currently at war with several countries. So um, the United Kingdom is at war with Finland, Myanmar, Kenya, Namibia, Libya, Russia, Germany, and Algeria. Those countries they haven't finished yet, but still they're going on war against other. They're opening up new wars with other countries. So that's not good for your morale. The United States has Peru, Venezuela, Chile, Bolivia, Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, and Italy. So he is at war with all those countries. While Afghanistan is at war only with Iraq as well as the rogue states. So that's how you manage your wars. So I have an average of 70% morale, while our counterparts is at 60, United Kingdom at 60, and the United States is at 53. So they have a low morale compared to mine, which is an average of 70%. So I'm really in a good position in terms of that, in terms of morale. And morale is very important to win this game. Australia, on the other hand, so there's a descent in Australia, and is at 65% with his core cities. Let's check his capital. Capital is what? Sydney, and his capital is at 97%. So yeah, his morale is dropping every day. So hopefully that continues up until he reaches 35%. I can also send some spice there to hasten its its decline. So he probably doesn't have spice. So yep, that's something that I can consider. I can uh, I can send spice, but I need to have as much cash as possible. I currently have 64,500 cash in stock, and I need to have more so that I can deploy spies in the United States as well as in Australia. Okay, now let's check the news. Let's check the news just really quick here. So Nigeria and Cameroon at war. So they are at war with huge casualties as of now. Ethiopia still has some territories and now at war with the rogue state. Let me check. Let me check where Utopia is, because Utopia should have been eliminated. So it still has a province holdout here in Abu Arish, and I think that's the only remaining uh, province that Utopia has. So let's check other news. Kenya, Addis Ababa, okay. United States and Venezuela. Spain is at war with the rogue state. Brazil and the United States is now at war. Okay, North Atlantic, 15th Infantry Battalion has been destroyed by the 22nd Corvette. Okay. There. So Brazil is now at war with the United States. Widespread dissent in the United States as well as in Australia. And Dar es Salaam has fallen. Really? Dar es Salaam. Okay, Dar es Salaam. Okay, that's part of. Oh, Dar es Salaam is part of Kenya. So Kenya is falling apart. That's just a simple. That's just a simple attack from the United Kingdom. It's not a powerful attack. If that happened to me, I can wipe them out with my planes. No worries. So most popular trending nations: Saudi Arabia, Namibia, Oman, Chile. Okay, Malaysia still existing. See, they even cannot completely wipe them out. Um, there. So those are the popular trending nations. So Afghanistan is no longer here. Beloved leader, okay. Bosnia, Slovenia, Niger, Lebanon, okay. Kyrgyzstan, Nepal. So, yep, we're no longer part of the 25 top 25 most beloved leader. I guess because we're the third, usually that happens if you have a high score. Usually, when you're on top, of course, you are going to war against other countries, right? So it's difficult to maintain your relationship or your status as a beloved leader. But that's fine. At least as long as we're not part of the um, most hated leader. So there. Let's go through and browse a little bit of the day 18 news, just to give you a heads up. So Japan still has forces. If you notice, he still has lots of combat recon vehicle, but he won't be able to capture um, provinces with those, so he won't be able to recover. Japan still going strong. Colombia and the United States has an ongoing war. United States very good, keeping his casualties at the minimum. And now, yep, Colombia is gonna be swallowed up. Next will be Venezuela and then Brazil. So the United States is really going at it. Um, okay, so there, lots of casualties for Brazil. And then the United Kingdom and Russia also at war. United Kingdom losing some troops, just a few. Lost a striker wing. Lost one strike fighter over Lusaka. So he has a striker wing. Yeah. See, so that's gonna be interesting. So this one, so he lost. Wow. So Kenya is pretty much annihilated without a an effective resistance. He has a good, he has good army, and even if he has only around 30 units, he can, effectively defend himself if he wishes to. Poland still losing lots of troops. Iraq here, if Afghanistan. So we only have, a third of Iraq's casualties. So that's a win for us. Niger occupies the capital of Nigeria. Nigeria occupies the capital of Niger. So where is Nigeria? How is Nigeria? Nigeria is becoming is getting smaller and smaller. There. Okay. Namibia and the United Kingdom. Namibia only has 1,800 casualties while UK has 3,000. So Namibia is doing good right there. Okay. So that's it. Let's wait for another update and so that we can see how our economy will go. As of now, I am at 30,000 and United Kingdom is at 31. So I just need, just a little bit more uh, in terms of production, and I will be able to um, uh, I will be able to, you know, uh, take a lead against the UK. So that's it. That's it for day 19. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and keep watching. Uh, and wait for my upcoming videos and be updated. This world here, we're at day 19 and we're still far from winning this game, and anyone is actually still far from winning this game. So anyone has a chance to win, but this is a very critical moment for all of us now because again, our coalition has been disbanded, so we need to create another one. And I really wish to have a peaceful existence with my former allies, or if I can build another alliance with them, then that will be fantastic. And then I think I'll have to go on the aggressive. Once I capture this, I'll play the aggressive game, and that's still my mindset as of now, and we'll probably do that. So that's all for now. Again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more conflict of nations, World War III actions in my channel.